Hey guys, it's been 2 years and I'm gonna do something we've done before. I'm gonna show you an update on my 2 fish tanks. In the back you've already probably seen my 15-gallon. Alright, let's get it. Okay, so first off we have the 29-gallon. Okay, so we'll start off with probably the first fish. Yeah, the first fish I've ever gotten in this tank. This actually is a shell dweller. They live in shells, as you can see, all the shells. They're called golden ocelotus. They were actually pretty hard to find until we found them at a place called the Aqua Zoo, and well, we bought them. They were about $16 a fish, pretty expensive fish, but in the end, it's pretty nice to have them because they breed a lot. Okay, so these are another type of shell dweller fish. I call them yellowfin cichlids. I don't know their real name because they go by a scientific name and it's pretty long, but they're basically like the gold ocelotus, as in they hide in shells, breed in shells. Basically they're copies of golden ocelotus, but they basically grow bigger, and they're not true ocelotus, or not true shell dwellers. Okay, so I have 2 species of these guys. These guys with the red line, those are called roseline sharks. And then this guy, he's I don't know why he has that black on him. He's not supposed to. Maybe because he's losing scales. He's a gold roseline shark. Is actually a genetic mutation where it's like 1 in a million whenever they breed. And it's just really rare. So he was $50 and they only had 1. From the same place, Aqua Zoo, where I got the gold ocelotus. So you've probably seen this guy that has just been swimming along. This is actually a turquoise rainbow fish. He is really cool. We also have a female. We used to have 2 females. One died on a mass die-off, sadly. But nothing we can really do about that except treat the tank, and we did, and it went away. So that's great. And then, speaking of rainbow fish, this one with the red tail is a Madagascar rainbow. He's actually one, we think there's 2 males because we didn't know. This guy we knew was a male. This one's a female because it doesn't have the red on the tail, like this guy right there. And then this guy right here. See, he has the red on the tail back there. See? Yep, he has the red on the tail. So that's why that's not very yeah, they fight a lot. So that's why it's hard to do anything, because we can't place them in that tank because it's too small for them. They need like a 30-gallon. And so you have seen these 2 guys before, these 2 different types of fish. I think you've seen both of them in the first video I've ever made. This is a Harlequin rasbora. They grow 2 to 3 inches. They're really nice fish. We've been planning to get more. They've just we can't get them from our supplier that much, but who cares? Because they're still cool. They're still really cool fish. Alright. These with the gold line are called excellent Danios. They are schooling fish. They like to school a lot. I have a fat guy here. You saw him right there in the back. Yeah, he's pretty fat. Yeah, he's cool. They're cool. If you want schooling fish, then I definitely would go those. Or tetras, which I have some in the 15-gallon. Alright, last but not least is this pearly calvus right there. He's a really cool fish. They will grow 5 inches, maybe 4. If you're lucky, if you get a female, then it's probably going to be 4. Females are smaller than males. They actually have, since they're kind of like see that head? It's like a weird shaped head. It's supposed to be an armor plate because they like to eat the eggs of the shell dwellers. They're actually shell dwellers. If you want them, you have to have like a big thing, like Cichlid Rock like I do, or have these big shells. He's been checking out this one and that one. His basically main shell is just this big one, even though the Calvus lets the biggest ocelotus in the tank go in there time to time. Alright, so that is most of it. I have a long-fin bristlenose pleco, not the one in my first video. The first video died, and the same die-off, the female, one of these turquoise rainbows died, and I don't think I can find him. So, maybe I can, and I can find you. I don't think I'll be able to find him, but maybe in the future video I can show him to you. Alright, now onto this guy. Okay, so first off, we have the orange lyre-tail cichlid. So, I mean killifish, sorry. So, killifish are usually sold in pairs. These ones do not get unless you do your research. These ones actually will only eat live food, like live brine fish, brine shrimp, or bloodworms. But we somehow got it to get, well, it will only eat live and frozen foods. We got it to eat flakes and pellets, which is nice. It happened fast. It doesn't usually do that. It usually takes time. But yeah, we got him to eat flakes, which is awesome. The female died. Female died of him. He's a pretty fish. Just watch out for fin nipping. This guy, probably last time you saw them, it's a pearl danio. We had 5. He died in a massive die-off. It's sad. It's just part of the fish business. That's one of our pencil fish. I don't know the exact type, but probably I think the first pencil fish I've ever owned. Okay, so this guy back here, it's called a coral red pencil fish. See those right there? Hopefully you can focus. Yep, it focused. Okay, so those are, yeah, these are coral red pencil fish. If you have this killifish, don't get the pencil fish because the pencil fish is just mean to him. And yeah, those are my pencil fish. This is a blue, I think they said Kekris tetra, which I've never heard of before, but they're pretty. I think I have 5. No. 7 or probably 8 actually. Yeah, I never knew. I just didn't keep track of how much I have, but they're pretty. Okay, so here I had this guy. He's actually a shell dweller. See, that's why they have the shells. He's a shell dweller. He was supposed to be in that tank, but we didn't take in comparison of his size to the sizes of the ocelotus and shell dwellers in there. So he was bullied to the point where he didn't want to come out of his shell, and so we had to take him out and acclimate him into this tank. And he's doing really good in this tank. He's not even protective of his shells, which if he was in the 29 gallon, he would have been protective, like really protective over his shells. Okay, next thing. That's a cardinal tetra. The biggest one of the biggest tetras and one of the prettiest tetras we have in here. Okay, we come over on this side. Those little ones in the back are just regular neon tetras. Really common in the fish keeping career. I recommend them. They're pretty. They don't grow too big. And if you want them, then you should probably get them. before they sell out, because they might end up selling out. Okay, so these guys are really skittish, hard to catch them on camera, but it's called a Miami flag cichlid. No, sorry, flagfish. There's I think that's the male, and then the one that we just saw, that's the female. They haven't breeded yet. Neither has the killifish, or any fish in this tank. They're cool. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about them. And then, last but not least, we got the peacock eel, but it's really a spineback eel. We've had this guy for probably 3 years, maybe 4. Almost ever since we've got this tank. He was a hassle to get. We had to go to 3 different pet stores, and he was so cool whenever we first got him. So yeah, guys, that was my 2 fish tanks. I have one right there. So the story about that one is, it was supposed to be, so my yellowfin cichlids, those guys, were supposed to be, we're breeding a lot, so we got the 10 gallon for babies if we could catch them, and we didn't end up setting that one up, and we didn't catch any because they're just too fast, they're too hard to catch. So we just have that laying out. We don't know what to do with it. We might set it up, maybe have another fish tank, but yeah, it's been 2 years, guys. Haven't done anything, so I'm gonna start posting a lot on this channel. Maybe Overwatch gameplay, if I can figure out how to do it on the Switch, I'll do that. But if not, I'll just do it on the PS4. Okay, so signing out, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.